up being on some chill shit. We go 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bill shit. And I don't feel that shit, not even a
Bam,
little bit.
baby! Welcome to the Handsome Show, the first ever, the best ever, of course, the best so far at least. We had to come in 0 to 100 because we are going from 0 episodes to 1.00 100 episodes real quick. I'm here on the Handsome Show with Big Joe Erdman. What's going on, Joe?
What's going on, everyone? Really excited to bring you some fun content, kind of what's going on in the world, and obviously the track of the week from the Sixth God himself, 0 to 100.
It had to happen. So, quick breakdown of the show for all of our listeners who are new listeners. Inevitably, we'll be coming in with a track of the week at the beginning. We're going to have a story of the week, followed by a quick blitz of a number of things that we've got to comment on in the lifestyles of us men that we read, see, and feel. Every week we've got a Lion Order, which is a couple things that we're spotting or doing or up to that we highly suggest. And also our GOATs, the greatest of all times of the week, right? Who are the GOATs of the week? And also you'll get a question of the week for the viewers. Tweet us at Main Crew. Joe and I are on the team at Main Crew. It's a lifestyle hair care business that we work on. And, we wanted to bring the handsome we're delivering to doorsteps right here in the form of a show. So here we are. Joe, what do you got for me?
And I'll tell you what, let's start us off with the story of the week. And what's going on out there right now? What's everyone talking about? It is none other than Mr. Ryan Lochte. First of all, I'd like to say, what the hell was this guy thinking? I'm not quite sure. I mean, I know, there's a whole stereotype about swimmers. I won't get into that. But what was he thinking?
I want to talk about the hair coloring. I want to talk about the hair coloring more than anything else. I think it's ridiculous.
Well, we could talk about that for an hour.
Well, it's got to be difficult. You're number 2 to Phelps for all those years. Clearly, there are some deficiencies, but it's cool to know that all those high school mischiefs you get up to. I remember a very happy time when some friends and I, we didn't vandalize a pool, but we had gone into a neighbor's pool who we thought was not home, and then they were home, and it was an issue, and you feel like the bottom of the barrel. Now I get to know that we got, gold medalist Olympians pissing on bathroom floors and then lying that they were robbed.
Well, and I don't know if you've heard, but the apology was just issued this morning. He quotes, "I want to apologize for my behavior last weekend, for not being more careful and candid in how I described the events of that early morning, and for my role in taking the focus away from the many athletes fulfilling their dreams of participating in the Olympics." First of all, run-on sentence. Second of all, Ryan, we feel so bad for you. He goes on to say, "It's traumatic to be out late with your friends in a foreign country with a language barrier and have a stranger point a gun at you and demand money to let you leave."
Well, I don't think there's too many traumatic things about being out in Brazil with a gold medal around your neck. I think I think we would all be a little bit more opportunistic than Mr. Lochte. My favorite thing, actually, about going out to his Twitter, Joe, is that in his bio, he's still got his Snapchat account there. And I just found that so mischievous, right? I was tempted to just send him a snap, right? Just like a fun little heckle. But I can't believe he hasn't taken it down. You've got to imagine people are heckling him. I consider myself to be a decent human being. I'm going to avoid that.
Hey, Ryan, what were you thinking? Brazil, they have their problems. My dad is actually from Brazil, so I won't, focus on those too much. But good Lord, I mean, as if the green pools weren't enough, now our champion swimmers are lying to policemen about being robbed when they're over pissing on the gas station floor. It's just ridiculous. And you got to read that one tweet you found, Spencer, because it was
Oh,
something.
yeah. Of course, we had to dig around online to pull up all the nasty little things that people are saying, because there are people online who are inevitably a little bit more funny than we are. They're not much funnier, but they're a bit funnier. And you know what's happening now is my Wi-Fi is down, but I've got a laser sharp memory, Joe. I don't know if you know this about me. And it was paraphrasing on his apology. It was like, "Oh, bro, sorry, bro. Let down my dudes."
Well, that's basically that's got to be the first take of what before his agents or whoever the hell edited that. because
does he have an agent left? Right? Like, how do you not drop the
yeah.
guy immediately?
I mean, I can't answer that.
Career's over. He's 32. No more Olympics. The sponsorship money's gone. Good
And I don't
luck.
I don't know if you've seen, but he had a reality show that he was trying to debut.
Oh, really?
Oh, a few years back, yeah. It was Life with Ryan or something like that. And a few anchors, I think it was Good Morning America, one of these shows, interviewed him. And he was so dumb that the anchors started laughing over the whole thing. Look it up on YouTube. It's actually hilarious.
We'll get some cover. For those tuning into the Handsome Show via YouTube, or I don't think SoundCloud has video, it does not, but for those tuning in via YouTube, you'll see what we're talking about. We'll link it up in the show notes.
Exactly.
Definitely a Deller guy. Makes us feel good. He makes us feel good. We're Olympians in our own way. We're Olympian brainiacs. We're Olympian men.
Okay. Well, that's enough about Ryan Lochte. Now we're on to the Blitz.
The Blitz! We're hopping over to the Blitz, baby!
On another part of the world, we have another El Chapo story checking in here. So I was on my way to Chicago this weekend, and I got a call from my aunt. Haven't talked to her in a little bit. She starts saying, "Hey, did you hear about El Chapo's son?" I was like, "Yeah, I saw it on my Twitter feed. I don't really care about El Chapo, whatever. Magnificent escape, prison escape, but I digress." So apparently, they're in Puerto Vallarta at some restaurant, some nice restaurant, whatever. And there's not video of this, but the Puerto Vallarta Mexican cartel is taking on El Chapo's cartel while El Chapo is down. And they basically roll in here about 10, 20 deep, machine guns, and kidnap El Chapo's son. And it's hilarious. You got to check the video out, and we'll post it again. But it's hilarious because they roll in, and the greeter from the restaurant basically just looks at him and then goes back to whoever he was talking on the phone. It's like a regular occurrence out there. It's just unbelievable.
Here we go again.
I know. Back. So anyway, I'm talking to my aunt, and she's like, "Oh yeah, and she vacations down in Puerto Vallarta, 2 weeks out of the year, whatever." And we're talking, whatever, and I'm like, "Yeah, so that's Puerto Vallarta. Is that near you?" She's like, "Oh yeah, that's 2 streets away." I'm like, "Oh my god!" I mean, it's just unbelievable. So yeah, she was saying normally the cartel won't go into these tourist things because the Mexican government will hit them with whatever the Mexican government can try to hit them with. And but yeah, with El Chapo down, the next few months, look out because there could be a. Not going to say anything. Not going to incite anything, but there could be something brewing out there.
Don't go to Mexico. Don't go to Mexico.
Exactly.
I'm going to call you out here. I think we've got some butchering going on. How were you pronouncing Puerto Vallarta there? What's going on?
Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto Vallarta. Okay.
What's wrong with me?
Okay. There's nothing wrong with you. You look great. You look good. I'm happy with it. But I think the El Chapo. It's El Chapo. Chop. Right?
Chop? Oh, that makes
El
sense.
Chapo. Our man, The Game's got that song, El Chapo. I'm going to have to side with The Game. El Chapo.
Well, you can side with The Game.
Game's real, man.
Yeah, he was real 10 years ago.
He's still real.
Well,
he's still real.
Hated to love it, and then I kind of blacked out after that. So,
tell you what, though. You know what I'm most excited for, Joe?
What's that, Spence?
I'm excited for the return of college football. Of my man. I hail from the great University of Michigan, where people hold a head coach up in the esteem of gods, Jim Harbaugh. So, pumped up to see them get out on the field, baby.
God, I'm sure he's made some mistakes, but for the rest of the crew, I'm from Michigan State, and mistakes were made that fateful October night.
All right, well, we're not gonna go there. We're just gonna move on.
Let's just not put anyone on that gunner.
It happens.
Australian rules football punter. Yeah, let's just let's have him run. Okay, let's bump it up the NFL. Let me ask you a question, and don't hang up on Jim Harbaugh. Well, let me ask you a question. Do you like the NFL preseason?
Joe, I actually enjoy the NFL preseason more than the regular season. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why right now. It's because, here we go, not that big of an NFL fan. Just don't like it.
Mistake number one. Go on.
I like my Sundays. I gave up fantasy football after I won a league a few years ago, which I'm sure you remember. You finished number 2 to me in that league. but that's a different story. Case of the matter is, NFL preseason, I get to see all my college dudes out there slinging, having a good time. If you go to the game, right, it's like $20 max to get a ticket. You go down, everybody's just boozing, having fun. There's no crazy guy who's like living vicariously through, a 25-year-old quarterback like Blake Bortles. Like Blake Bortles gives a shit whether or not the Jags win a game. Guy's like 22 in Jacksonville. He's just partying. So
he's got the girlfriend.
What?
I mean, he's got his life set.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Why do you know that? Why do you know that information?
Oh, please. I bet at least 50% of our audience knows that information. Get back to us in those comments. Here's where I have a problem with the NFL preseason. Your point about going to the games is fine. Because I enjoy going to, Michigan State football games. They're great. We win most of the time. I don't want to talk about Alabama. But anyway, there were 90,000 people at the Rams preseason game. Okay, you're going back to LA, whatever. And I'm sitting there thinking, there's 90,000 people in that stadium at the Coliseum. There's 90,000 people. And a lot of them are probably rich celebrities. They're out west. They're, they're enjoying their lives, so to speak, right? So the money's probably not an issue to them, right?
Well, how much was a preseason ticket? They're like, what, $10?
Well, no, exactly. No, I'm saying, who cares?
Yeah.
Well, you invest minimum 5 hours of your life.
Here we go.
To go to this game that literally does not mean anything. Trust us. We sometimes support
the regular season games don't mean anything. It's pointless. Come on.
It's the Detroit Lions in the 0-16.
I tell you what, we're going to look back at this cast. Go ahead.
You know what the preseason record was that year?
4-0. That's
correct.
It was a great preseason. It was a great fucking preseason for our 0-16 Detroit Lions that year.
If that doesn't spell out that the preseason really doesn't mean anything, then I don't know what will.
Well, we'll see how my Jets/Giants do.
Oh my God.
For the listeners, I'm a recent native of New York, and I am rooting for the team that wins more, and I am completely open to the scrutiny of that fact. But I've been a Lions fan, and it's been fucking miserable, and I was a Michigan fan through the worst years. You know what? I'm ready for some winning. It's certainly not going to be the Knicks, so let's get her done. Preseason, baby. We're gonna get some W's.
Before we move on, we just want to talk to you about minutes about our products. I know Spencer kind of touched on it at the beginning. Anyway, we are a men's hair care startup. We're going with all natural shampoos and conditioners. And if you check out our website, maincrew.com, tweet us at maincrew. We'll tell you why. There's a lot of chemicals in what you're probably using nowadays that's really harmful. And the cool thing for us is that we've actually had some customer testimonials. They've been walking on the street. Someone stops them and said, "Hey, your hair's looking really good." Now, people have been blessed with better hair than
I always look like this.
Yeah.
I always look this good.
But at some point, I hope to hear that. Anyway, that's my 30-second plug for the show, and we hope you can kind of come back and tune into us in other channels.
Get handsome delivered at your doorstep, in your bathroom, not just on the show. Whoa.
That's right. And while we may get it delivered fast, we will not get it delivered as fast as Usain Bolt. Please talk about just should we all just bow down for just a little bit? I mean, this guy, that was the photo of the year in my opinion. It's a 100-meter dash, I think it was, and he's probably, I don't know.
He's significantly ahead, yeah.
Yeah, for 100-meter, whatever. I don't know.
Significant, yeah.
And he's looking back at him just grinning ear to ear like, dude, I'm so much better than you. Like, how are you this bad at what you do? You've been training 4 years for this. And the cool thing was on the 200-meter, he was running against a Canadian. And he was looking back at the Canadian, and the Canadian's looking up towards him, just smiling, just bowing down to his greatness. So I just want to touch on that. Usain Bolt, probably most impressive Olympian of all time. Michael Phelps, yes.
Ooh, hot take. Well, Joe, I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm an American. American. Ryan Lochte's innocent, and Michael Phelps is great. Oh, quick plug here. Michael Phelps trained at the University of Michigan, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We're coming back to greatness. We're going to win some football games.
That's
root
right.
for the Giants and the Jets. It's gonna be.
They're
going to
win
year.
some football games. It just won't be any slanting this year.
We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Usain Bolt. There's no competition. It's greatest. He's got this celebration too. That's always cool. You got to talk about these athletes who coined the big celebration, right? You got him. Chad Ochocinco burned out quick because he had too much personality and not enough swag. But right, Cam Newton's Superman. It's like just elevates them to the next level. I can't
Still
believe
the best.
Go ahead,
The best ever. The best ever. T.O. stopping at midfield. I mean,
oh yeah.
Mid-play, like he's gone for a touchdown, but no, I'd rather wipe it. I'd rather do a little bird dance. I mean, it was just wonderful. T.O.'s the GOAT, but
Sarah Terrell Owens.
yeah.
Psychopath. Well, I just can't believe every sports player doesn't have. I mean, if I'm an agent or if I'm a manager or if I'm a buddy, right, who's leeching off these guys, I'm like, yo, bro, you got to get a dance move. You got to get a touchdown move. You'll have all the swag. People will talk about it, right? Tons of press. You get that endorsement money. Hey, what? Cam Newton, you can buy a Superman sweatshirt with an Under Armour logo on it because it's Cam Newton's thing now. I mean, that's creating a market. That's creating a vertical. We're talking about disruption in the marketplace.
Even look up north a little bit, and you got that bad man Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau Field. I mean, give him the belt, baby.
Give him the belt.
I love it. I love me some Aaron Rodgers.
And then he sold it out. That was the best thing ever. The State Farm guys were like, boom, they knew what we were talking about. I tell you what, I'd give the CEO of State Farm a Google. We're going to find he or she, and they're going to know exactly what we're talking about right now. Commercializing the dance move, the celebration.
Exactly.
I feel like we need one on the show. You know, this is the first show. We don't have a move yet. What's the move?
Well, see, I don't know. It could be something like opening the jar, but yeah, you know what would be good? This would be a good interaction piece. People snap us a move. What's your move? We're gonna take one.
Yeah, send them in, baby. At Main Crew on Snapchat. We've got some fun Snapchat content, and we've got some takeovers coming next week, actually, which I'm pumped up about. We got a guy, Travis, who is another scoundrel here on the Main Crew Squad, who's going to be hooking up all kinds of cool content on there. It's going to be fun. We got to get him on the show, too, on one of our follow-ons to the first original. Boom.
All right, so you say you're an American. Is this true?
I'm an American. I'm a proud American.
You know what's coming next, right?
You get to talk to me about my patriotism for this election season, for the news coverage.
That's exactly what
America
I'm
the Beautiful.
You know. So, you got Trump, and you got Hillary. I mean, I know it's been said, but I have to say it. That's all we got. Really?
Yeah.
That's the best.
I don't know.
Really?
I got a few buddies who are like venomously all about this middleman Gary Johnson, but I'm not going to get into the politics. At the end of the day, I'm having a blast. I think I think it's interesting, and it's definitely it's either exciting or alarming, but it's drawing attention to politics.
Yes.
You know, one way or the other about it, and it's drawing attention to taking care of your hair care. We're going to make hair great again. We're going to have the best packaging, the best show. The Handsome Show is going to be phenomenal. My wife loves it. Your wife loves it. Ted Cruz's wife loves the show. She loves the show. The Trump show is the very best. I'm having a lot of fun here today. I always have fun. I'm the most fun, the very best every time. So.
Well, that was excellent.
That's what I bring.
Now I got a question.
I'm ready.
Question of the week, actually. It's big.
Yeah, I'm ready for the question of the week.
Trump or Clinton? I want to know who has the better hair.
Who's got the better head of hair?
I think you know my answer. I want to know your answer.
I can't say that I do, although I will say, while we do minimum scripting and preparation for this show, I knew the question of the week. And I was giving it a lot of thought because I could not decide. But I actually came to the answer in a moment about 25 minutes ago. And I'm going with Hillary Clinton on the better hair care. And the reason for that is at the end of the day, still about 50 to 60% of the time, it looks like Donald Trump is wearing some kind of like fallen animal on his head. Like, it does not look like a natural head of hair. It's like some out of the George Washington, like, OG president pictures, right? Moves around not correctly. It's very odd. Hillary, at the same time, while an artificially baked masterpiece, I just think it's in place. It stands up well. Hard to get that kind of volume. Hard to get to stand up. It shines better. Donald's, you can see it's fraying, not as moisturized, not as good, not as sharp in the front. You get all like Mel Kiper on it, but I'm going with Hillary Clinton in a close call.
Well, I'm gonna disagree, and I'm gonna disagree for this reason. You remember the one football game? He's sitting in Robert Kraft's suite. Trump is. You seen this video?
What, the video of him sitting in Robert Kraft's suite at a football game?
Well, listen, there's a GIF, there's a video, there's everything on this thing.
Okay. His hair just blowing around or something?
Oh, I mean,
All right,
when
we'll
you
throw
say
it on
it's
the screen
blowing
right
around,
now, yeah.
the back half of the head is glued, and there's the front part, and this gust of wind from a bald eagle, I bet, comes through, and it just waves in the wind like an American flag. I mean, people, you need to look at this if you haven't seen it, because it's absolutely hilarious. And also, I think Trump showcases his hair more, and he probably should be doing a lot less of that and more policy, but I digress.
He showcases everything more. That's what he's about,
true.
baby. That's what the campaign's run on. It's
True.
interesting. It's an interesting time to be in politics. I tell you, the show doesn't work out. Listeners, let us know what you think on Twitter. Let us know who's got better hair, and let us know if it's not going to work out so we can dive into politics and take a run at office. Erdman Peterson, 2024.
Erdman Peterson, you got that right this second.
Gotta wait. Kanye West is coming in 2020. I'm not going up against Kanye.
God, I hope not.
I don't want to mess with Kanye West, baby.
All right, so you don't like this stuff as much as I do, but I'm gonna touch on it because I think a lot of our listeners are gonna love this. The Barclays Premier League is, in my opinion, the fastest growing sport among millennials, among 20 to 35-year-old men. Objection?
No. I think it's a fast grower. I would actually I'll give you one objection. You're gonna be pissed, but I'll say it. E-gaming.
Yeah.
E-gaming is a crazy
I'm
fast
not
grower.
pissed. I love e-gaming.
You love e-gaming?
Well, I don't love e-gaming, but I tell you what, back last year, Michigan State, we've had a few to drink, and we're sitting on the couch, and ESPN, they're broadcasting this stuff. Oh, we were on the floor crying about these commentators. They're hilarious. They take this thing. I mean, it's Game 7 of the World Series, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs every single minute with these e-gaming things. So that part I like. No, I don't think I'd do it, but at any rate. Get back to the Premier League. I want to talk about a little off-season recap. I'm a big Manchester United fan. For anyone who follows that, I've been a happy man this summer. Paul Pogba, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Oh, and that's right, the special one, Jose Mourinho. Anyway.
Oh, he's at United now?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, they get rid of LVG? They got rid of the turtle?
The turtle.
They canned him?
Oh, yeah, they canned him right after the season.
No way. I didn't know that.
Well,
Oh, and they picked up Josie?
Jose. You want to give me stuff about Puerto Vallarta? I mean, Josie.
Chapo, El Chapo and his camaraderies.
At any rate.
El Chapo's son.
Okay. Spencer used to be a Manchester City fan before he, realized that Manchester City is kind of a joke. But anyway, they have Pep Guardiola. They have a few good value buys. I think, they'll definitely compete for the title this year. The third team I want to talk about, and I'm sorry that there's just not much to talk about, but Arsenal. What are you doing? I mean, Arsenal, they're probably, it's Man United and Arsenal, historically, right?
Right.
And Liverpool, but Liverpool, Jesus. At any rate, you got Cam Wenger. He hasn't bought anyone this summer. Anyone. And they finished second by a fluke. But at any rate, last year should have been the year that they won it. But Leicester City, who opened the season with a loss, they'll still get a top 8 finish, and they're in Champions League, so I'm not going to hate on them. Arsenal. Last year was Arsenal's year, and they're on the brink. And then United go out and sign who they sign. City signs Gundogan. Chelsea signs Conte. I mean, it's unbelievable. I don't know what they're doing. And Chelsea with Antonio Conte bringing in as the manager and N'Golo Conte as the Leicester City player, they're going to compete. Spurs, who had a good year last year for the first time in forever, they have Champions League. That's exciting. Not doing anything, but whatever. That's just what I want to touch about. I want to touch on that. I know you. I know you don't care.
I
but
want to be clear with one
listeners
thing, and I am very passionate about the sport of soccer, and I'm very passionate about this opinion because it's very clear. Manchester United fans like you, who are going to talk negatively about these other teams. I mean, oh my God, I'm getting worked up like Stephen A. Smith. I don't know if anyone watches First Take, but if you do, oh man, come on, it's bad now. It's like the workup. They're just like acting on screen. You know what I'm talking about at all?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's bad. It's real
once he
bad.
left, it is all bad.
Oh, it's bad. It's just yelling. So I'm not going to yell. I'm going to refrain. I'm going to be calm, but I'm going to say this. Michigan, the University of Michigan fans, like me, are the same as the Manchester United fans. Like you, we are one and the same, Joe. You are just like me. What you guys finished outside the top 5 last year? Where'd you finish?
No, you have a point. You do have a point.
These other teams, they're horrible. My team's great. We're going to be great this year. We're the best. We're the best historically.
No. When you talk historically, you talk in the 1800s. I talk 5 years ago. That's a college team, and unless you're in the South or Urban Meyer, there's no funds there. Manchester United, it's different. They're a top 5 valuation franchise in the world. They're on the stock exchange. They can buy whoever the hell they want to buy, and finally they're doing that. So that's the only difference where I have.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get more into this soccer thing this year. It's a sport where these guys are taking great care of their grooming. Their skin's got a natural glow. The hair's taken care of. You can tell these guys are moisturizing, protecting. They got the SPF repellents on. It's the whole thing. Somebody they got their groomers. But it's time for the big reveal, baby. Lion Order. Another part of the show. Baby. So we've gone through our story, we've gone through our blitz, and now we're into the Lion Order. So we're going to share maybe a few things that we're up to or that we're thinking about that we'd like to share and let people in on the secrets. Joe.
All right. I'm going to start things off. I told you we're going to Chicago, and I was really hoping all morning these F-15 fighter jets have been flying over my house. And if you're in Chicago this weekend, the Chicago Air and Water Show is this weekend, and I really encourage you to check it out. I know a buddy of mine, he's throwing a rooftop party, so I'm about to head over there tomorrow on Saturday and check that out, have a few beers, watch F-15 fighter jets fly by at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And
celebrate America.
Well, last weekend I saw the bald eagle. I didn't even tell you. Oh. We were fishing up in northern Michigan last weekend. And I saw the bald eagle, and he soared right overhead. So I checked that one off. And now the whole, my American theme, I'm going to watch the F-15 fighter jets this weekend.
Now, when the eagle soared over your head, Joe, did your hair give the Donald Trump wave? Was there?
Well,
did we have movement?
I wish I could say that there wasn't because, it's a whole plug, but there was. I mean, I was with 2 other guys, and we both, and then we just touched our head. I mean, it was unbelievable.
It was a moment. You're qualified. You are qualified to run.
I try.
Well, I'm going to come back at you with another Lion Order, Joe. Mine's a little bit more basic. It's not a place to be or a thing to see. It's something to put in your mind. I'm talking about Brain.fm. For those who are listening to the show or watching on YouTube, you're probably a consumer, probably listening to a lot of music, all that stuff. Brain.fm, it's machine learning sounds that make your brain focus, and I cannot make it up. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds absurd. You check it out. You're going to love it. It is, it's like, I believe the quote is Ritalin in your ears. It is the real deal. It is the real deal, man. So check out Brain.fm. There's your Lion Order from me.
Well, and I'm happy that you're doing something to progress your life. But I'm going to appeal to another crowd that may be listening. And we all like to party. It's the weekend, right? And I'm going to pull one out of Mila Kunis's back pocket. Jim Beam Apple. Had it the other weekend. And that's my last line order of the week. You're going to mix it with club soda, just like she says in the commercials. You've all seen them. You've all seen them. But my thinking with this is, all summer I've been drinking gin, right? I've been on a little not all summer. I'm not alcoholic, but gin, vodka, more of a summer drink, maybe a little whiskey here and there. But we're almost. I mean, we're a week from September.
We're in the crossfires. We're in the crossfires of fall.
Exactly. And what better way to kind of start your transition? I don't know if it's gonna be this weekend or next weekend, but definitely Jim Beam Apple and club soda. Give yourself a little for all the listeners.
A little pucker.
Well, it is a little pucker.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
Baby.
Exactly.
Give me that puck.
Well,
that fall puck. You need it, baby. I'm with you. I like it. I'm checking this out. I tell you, I haven't had the Jim Beam Apple, so this is a line order for me. I got one more bonus, and it's going to be apparel. It's going to be a company called Grand Frank, which I love. They express ship your stuff in like 2 or 3 days international when you order a certain dollar amount. I think it's like $50. I'm not sure, but they got a great new line out. They just launched suits. It's very summery, like bright wear. It's out of Stockholm. It's a designer. And I'm a big fan of what they do at grandfrank.com. I think there are a lot of guys who can get some crazy shirts that no one else has and pretty good rate. And it's worth a look. That's my line order.
All right, we're going to wrap the first edition up with the GOAT apostrophe, parenthesis S of the week. Spence, give me the first goat of the week for you.
My number one goat, it's got to be Michael Phelps. He now, I heard my anti-American counterpart here, Joe, talk about Usain Bolt. But, Michael Phelps' legacy is now really cemented, and it's very exciting, too, what happened with Ryan Lochte for him in a lot of odd ways, right? I mean, people aren't going to be talking about that time Michael Phelps hit boom, there it is. He knows what we're talking about.
That was not planned.
Yeah, well, Joe's over there faking the Michael Phelps move. We all remember the picture of him hitting a bong years ago, but that's water under the bridge now. Water under the bridge. More gold medals, solid retirement. He's got a kid, for crying out loud. He's a functioning member of society. So Michael Phelps, congratulations. A tip of the cap, a goat of the week.
Oh, exactly. And I second that notion, obviously. I mean, what is it, 23 medals? Is that right? 23 golds?
23 golds, yeah.
32 medals or something like that. I mean, that's just insane. It really is. And just going off the thing where, he has a kid now and everything, I read an interview from him or about him where he just flat out said, I got to, share this last one with my wife and kid, whereas 4 years ago that wouldn't have been the case. And I'm with you. I think it's a really good way for the GOAT to go out. So congratulations, Michael Phelps. The other GOAT of the week, also from the pool, Katie Ledecky. And I tell you, Katie Ledecky might be, is she 16 or is she a little older?
I think she's older than 16. I got to give that a Google.
I think 16 was the gymnast.
Yeah, no, I thought she was 15. Yeah, I'm looking. The gymnast. I don't know. I'm giving her a look.
I mean, Ledecky, I haven't watched as much Olympics as I wanted to this year, but you'll watch her in the pool, and it's not even close. I mean, I was flying out of Chicago the other weekend, and we were all at a bar, and before my flight, whatever, and watching the Olympics, and people were thinking that Ledecky was going to lap the girl. She was the second place woman. I mean, it was just unbelievable. So, Katie Ledecky, congratulations to you and the rest of the U.S. Olympic team. But really, we're looking forward to probably 2, maybe 3 more Olympics from her. Probably, right? That's
yeah.
Right?
So she's 19, Joe.
She's
per
19.
Your call. And she's currently the world record holder for the 400, 800, and the 1500 meter freestyle. I mean, the world record holder at 19. So, I don't know if GOAT of the week is fitting, right? It's got to be like multiple GOATs of the week for that, but
that's all right.
It's awesome. And yeah, we've all seen the race where she's just crushing the competition. And Joe, she's an American. I'm surprised you picked an American.
This is funny. That's all right. In future episodes, our true colors will show, and I'll leave it. That Stockholm Clothing Company. Yeah, it's really good there. Okay.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, they got nice stuff. Good flower shirts. You'll stand out. The women love it. They love it this time of year. Ted Cruz's wife loves it. She told me last night. She tells me all the time, my hands may be small, but everything else is very, very, very Trump-esque. You know what I mean. But yeah.
So does the New York Department.
Oh, yeah, the statues. Oh, the Trump statues. We need to touch on the Trump statues.
Some guy put a naked Trump statue in the middle of, I don't know if it was Central Park or some park in New
Union
York.
Square, a few places, but yeah.
And the quote was, New York Parks stands firmly against any unpermitted erection in city parks, no matter how small. Close quote. Oh, I thought
Zing,
it was
zing.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
I know.
hysterical. Like we said, it's a funny time. Like, hey, so tell us what you think of this show. Everybody out here on YouTube, SoundCloud, podcast, we're at Main Crew on Twitter and at Main Crew on Snapchat for your inspired celebrations of our future endeavors. That's how we're going to commercialize this whole thing. And if you don't like it, tell us that too. That way, like you said, Joe, we're going to dive into politics, change it up. Final notes, stay handsome.
Always. Signing off.
Bam, baby.
Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the bitches out here holding down the set.